Winter is coming soon, and wouldn't you guys like to know how to make some beautiful snow icicle looking type thingamer-jingers? What is this? It's about 5 inches? 10 centimeters? Let's make 2 of them the same size. Yeah, da, 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 da. Yeah, da, 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 da. I'm humming the traditional Ukrainian winter solstice Christmas carol. Yeah, da, 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 da. It was written in today, right now. I'm writing it. Soon I'll publish it and it'll become official. All right, so round nose pliers. So easy. Watch this. This is the easiest thing ever. Pick a size of loop you want. Hold it tight. Wrap around. Boom. There's your loop. Can you see it closely? Look at this loop. Let me see if I can get it up close to the camera. Whoa. 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 Now make another one. About the same size. And here's the trick. Fold it over. Like that. And then make another one. Fold it over. Like that. Now notice mine are not perfect. But we have a 3-leaf clover. You can make all kinds of pretty flowers like this. You can do it with your fingers too. You don't actually need the round nose all the time. Depends on how much you can bend this 4-leaf clover. All right? Now, what do we do at this point? We decide what we want. You can make larger petals like this to stick out over the smaller petals. And you can end it with a swirl or, just one more loop, however you want to do it. In this particular case, let's do, I'm gonna do one more and then do a swirl. Let's see if I have enough, if I cut enough wire for that. Make your swirl, just grab the tip and make it really tight. And then instead of making a loop, pinch it and then just start to roll it into a swirl. You gotta press really tight so you don't slip and scratch it. And this is kind of the first one I tried to do in like a year or so. This one's a little mushy, but do a bunch of them, because even the imperfect ones in your eyes will look like something and they can sell. So these I gotta smush around and get these petals just right. But let me try another one. Now here you have these bigger petals with the little petals in the front, which is kind of cute. And now to just finish it off, you can just tuck in this extra end anywhere and cut it. I'm wrapping it around like this. And I'm just going to make a fun little swirl on the end just because I can. Now you can play with these petals afterwards. You can put it flat and bend them all to lay flat, or you can just give each one a little turn to bend a certain way. You can have them each bend different ways. You can have it be more flat, or you can have them be more 3D, sticking out in every direction. Just really have fun with these guys. Like, that's the important part. So just have fun. And remember, if you make 2 matching ones, you have earrings. If you try for 2 matching ones and they look totally different, then you have 2 necklace pendants. So it's win-win. Never lose. So isn't that cute? That could hang like a pendant like that. It could hang like that. Any way you want it. I made bigger petals on this one. I'm going to try again for the little swirl in the middle. Folding it over the front to secure everything, making everything flat. And I think that's just too much. No, that's just enough for a cute little swirl. Voila. And again, you don't have to stop there. You could do bigger petals sticking out and then smaller petals. There's really no end to the creativity that you can come up with. These cute little guys. Now watch this. This is a cool way to make what I call an icicle, though it's technically, I don't know what it is. It's like a longer, well, you'll see. It's going to be fun. Let's take about a foot, and we'll again cut two of them. We'll attempt earrings again, so we'll get two the same size. Now I'm doing the same thing here, just making a loop, and then another loop, and then another loop. Oops, those are a little bit. There we go. I'm making these extra small, but they don't have to be extra small. You'll see. And with 16 gauge, it's going to be tough on your fingers. I would suggest to start out do 20 gauge, but my 20 gauge is that hard stuff. I haven't gotten any good soft 20 gauge, so I actually prefer to use the 18 gauge if it's going to be softer. But what we're doing is, now you could do this, sometimes I do it in a set of 4, and if you do 4 and you come around, you're going to make kind of a square, rectangular cylinder, but I'm just doing this kind of random. So I think I have kind of 5 or 6 petals here. But now I'm doing my second layer. I'm just coming around. I'm going right over top of the first layer. And I'm still just going around and around and around. Again, you can use the pliers for this, or you can just use your fingers, whatever's more comfortable. And so it takes a little bit of muscle in the beginning. Again, use good body mechanics. Don't strain your wrists, but you'll start to get a hang of it and start to do it faster and faster. It'll become like anything else. And you start to get this cascading, layering effect. I'm not sure cascading is the right word, but ooh. Well, that's kind of fun, but I think I'm going to make this into something different. Yeah, I'll show you something different by mistake, because this is not exactly the way I remember doing it. So we'll just keep working on this until we come to the end of our wire. Now let's put a little swirl at the end just for fun. Voila! Now, you can bend and shape these loops the way you want, but if you just kind of flatten this like that, look at that. It's a cute little elongated bunch. Looks like some kind of little flowery thing. And put a little earring hook at the top, make 2 of those earrings. But that isn't even what I wanted to show you. So let me try again, because again, I haven't done these in a while. Let's see if I can make, and I want to make 2 of these the same. So let me cut another bunch of wire. Yeah. Okay. Now, if I can remember how to do this, this is live, me trying to remember. I don't practice for most of these things. I just kind of wing it. And if I mess up on camera, then you know. Oh no, he messed up on camera. That's horrible. Just don't tell on anyone. As long as you don't tell, no one will find out. So I'm making kind of a, let me zoom out. Making kind of the 4-leaf clover thing going on here, right? And all right, at some point the wire gets in the way of itself. You have to turn it upside down to finish it. Okay, and then, you know, I go back and forth between liking the flat nose and the round nose for this. You'd think I would just use the round nose, but the flat nose has a stronger grip, and sometimes the grip matters more than the shape of the loop. The loop just kind of makes itself, or the loop is like a little bit not perfectly round and nobody knows but you. But I'm making another layer underneath following the same 4, and again, it's not perfect, but it's, you know, it's close enough. And I'm turning it back and forth to get a good feel for, you know, trying to stay pretty much on top of it, keeping the pattern, each loop on top of the one below it, more or less. Let me try the round nose again. Yeah, I'm really liking the flat nose better for this. It's funny how that works. I'm remembering as I go that this works better if you make these loops as tight as possible for this particular one. So try to make them small. I made them a little bit bigger than I should have, so this thing is fighting me a little bit, but we're gonna make it work because I believe in you guys, and I'm not gonna leave you without knowing how this works. And what you find is you start to make a long cylindrical piece with kind of like petals sticking out all the way down, and you can make it as long as you want, and then you can hang it vertically, and that makes really cute little icicle earrings. I'm not sure if it's exactly icicle, but it feels that way. I'm really getting the hang of it on this second one. I'm starting to remember how I did it. So I'm just holding it by the very tip of the flat nose, and I'm just winding it around itself and then shifting position and winding it around itself and shifting position. I just keep shifting 1/4 turn because I'm doing sets of 4. And this way it's becoming more methodical and my loops are becoming more uniform and I'm not fighting it. It just kind of, it's like plugging it in, just kind of fits. Using just literally just the very tip of the flat nose, and it's holding it just right. And coming around and around and around. See how that looks more uniform? You can see it from this angle. Oops, that one's a little too big. Make sure you just keep reaching just on the very tip and hold it very firmly so you don't slip like I just started to slip there for a second. And now we come to the very end, and here's, look how cute that is. Now here's the fun part. The very end, you could just finish it off with the last few loops, or you can actually prepare it to be the top of an earring or a pendant like that. Right? Voila. Let's see, my other one is a little bit too flattened out, so I got to make another one just like this. Put a little accent beads at the top. This is a 6mm and a 4mm mother of pearl and some kind of pink seashell. Let's make the tiniest little loop and press right angle, cut off just enough for the loop, and again make the tiniest little loop. That's even a little bit too much. I like to make it super tight, super tiny. There we go. Make sure they're straight. All right.